Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mystery Sports Podcast. And as you can tell by the title, United drop more points yet again at home. Let's just get straight into it, right? What did we just see from Man United? Like there was nothing there from United. Like you're thinking United meant to turn up to this game, and as I said before in the previous video, so if you've not watched that, please check that out. But as I said United need to go into that game all guns blazing, try get an early goal, intensity. That is the key word here. Ruben Amorim said in his pre-match press conference that he wants to see intensity from the players. We did not see intensity on that pitch one fucking bit. Are you telling me that we are meant to see these players challenge for top four, get the Champions League, and we don't see them fucking busting a gut at Old Trafford when it's meant to be your home ground, and we don't see that? What these players, we cannot trust them to do that. Okay, we'll go and probably win out Wolves on Monday, but then again, knowing United will probably go and lose to bottom of the league because it's a United thing to do. But you play really well and up for the intensity in the second half against Palace, and you're like, look, this is what you got to do to go and win the games like West Ham when you're playing at home against Arsenal. Well, against any team, you need to have that intensity there. That's what Arsenal have. Arsenal have intensity there. Even though they might not be playing well for 90 minutes, they'll have a period of the game where they've got 30 minutes or whatever it is with just high intensity, the maximum energy levels, and they'll go and score 2 or 3 goals in that. United did not show that in the entire game. Maybe we got one where we were pushing for a goal, but then at the end, when you're chasing for the game, right? You're at home, the crowd's behind you, they're trying to force you into putting the ball in the back of the net, and you fucking stood there with the ball literally there. Lemons with the ball. He catches the ball, send it straight away. Ahmad's free, Bruno's free, or even play that long ball over the top to Mbeumo because he's got the pace to run. It's just like even Ahmad as well at some points where he was just stood on the ball. Go and take him on. Use that energy you have. Go and burst through and just go and try and create something. Take someone on one-on-one. That's what you're known for. You're known for that explosiveness. So go and show it. But you didn't show it at all this game. Bruno maybe looked okay, like he was creating chances. I mean, he had that one chance where Di Canio'd it sort of, which was a really good effort. And if that goes in, it's probably going probably goal of the month, right? But there was just no intensity from the players, and you're just like, we don't deserve to be watching this at this moment in time. Like we should be. We should be beating West Ham. It's simple as that. I mean, they're 18th or 17th in the league. They're in the relegation zone. We should be beating them. City would probably go and beat these. Liverpool, well, they beat them at home, didn't they? 2-0. So it's like, why can't United do this? United should be at home at Old Trafford, should be going there, and you should be like, you go and wipe the floor with them, and you go and win 3-1 or 3-0 or whatever. Not go and draw 1-1 or see the game out at 1-0. Even at 1-0, we didn't look like, I could tell that we weren't gonna hold on to this league because you just thought West Ham had a lot of possession as soon as, or not a lot of possession, but they had a lot of chances when we went 1-0 up. And you think, United, you need to just go and push through and you need go and nick a goal or something, get it 2-0, then the game's wrapped up. But it clearly wasn't. So it's just disappointing, really. And I think United players can't be disappointed at themselves. They've got to be angry, and Ruben Amorim's got to be killing them really at full time because, you know, that there were 3 points there, and we've dropped 2 points. I mean, we go on 22 points above Liverpool in eighth now, same points as Brighton. But then we go on to Monday, right? And we kind of need to. It's against Wolves. We have to win that game. There's no doubt about that. We have to win this game against Wolves because we go on to 25 points if we win, and then say if Chelsea were to lose, Palace were to lose, and Sunderland and everyone else around us slips up, then we can go fourth. But I don't see Chelsea. Maybe against Bournemouth. I know Bournemouth's a tough game, so I think that Chelsea might slip up there. Villa could slip up potentially against Arsenal. Sunderland have City, so they could potentially slip there. So I mean, around us, Brighton have West Ham, so I'd expect Brighton to win there. Liverpool have Leeds. You never know if Leeds do turn up. Then Liverpool could slip up. But United need to punish these kind of things where other teams around us slip and or slip up like Liverpool, Sunderland did. Obviously, they drew together. Chelsea slip up against Leeds, so we need to go take advantage for that. And you go fifth in league, it's level on points with Chelsea, but you don't do that. We don't see that from the United players. It's like they don't care about trying to punish the other teams. It's like if they just want to have this pressure on them and be called shit. Because quite frankly, that performance there was shit. Like there was nothing good about that performance. I didn't see anything good. It just doesn't make any sense. And then we're going to the player ratings now because I am really frustrated right now. I've never sworn this much, and I'm so sorry for this. We'll get this done as quick as possible in terms of the player ratings. So, let me get the lineup out. So, I mean, Lemon's in that 5, didn't really do much in the game. Mazraoui 6, bang average. I mean, he made for the goal that they scored, he actually made a great uh, on the line save. Obviously, he couldn't really do too much about the second attempt. Heaven only played 45 minutes. He got a yellow card, but he looked okay, so I'm going to give you a 6. Shaw had a decent-ish game. Um, I'd probably give you a 6. Ahmad, probably a 5, was really poor, didn't really do much, wasn't a threat at all. Casemiro, probably a 5, didn't do much. Like, I mean, he had a decent-ish game. He looked okay, but until when they scored, they just looked rubbish. Bruno, probably a 6, just like before they scored, he looked quite good. Delo, I mean, played 68 minutes, and before he scored, I was saying he's been quite awful today. He's not really done much, and then he goes and scores. So I'd give you a 7 because he scored. Um, probably the start, yeah, probably the standout player for United. Really, that was probably my man of the match, Delo, which is surprising. Cunha 6. I know you've come back off injury, you didn't, but I don't blame too much on Cunha because I just don't think United got the ball into Cunha enough. And if United want to play football and get uh, winning games of football, then Cunha needs to be fed the ball. And I think with Mateus Cunha on the ball creating that chances, I didn't really see him create much, or he had 1 or 2 moments of the games where he did, but just looked. I don't know, maybe because he's injured and he's missed 2 games. It could just be that. And Bremo, I think he was probably one of the worst players on the pitch. It's probably the worst game I've seen him playing in a United shirt. His touch was awful. His passing was rubbish. I mean, he had 2 shots on target. Fair play to him. Probably could have done better. And I think Bruno as well could have done better with a couple of the shots they had. Like it was like the ball just fell to him and he didn't go and take the chance for it. And Buemo as well, the one where like he just dives on the floor, and I'm like, mate, just take the shot on. What's the point of buying a pen? Just take it on, get it 2-0. I think it could have been at that point in time. Xerxes played 78 minutes. I think Xerxes did okay, probably a 6. Martinez, obviously the substitution players now. I think Martinez, I mean, he only had about 7 minutes on the pitch, so couldn't really do too much. Probably 6. Mason Mount didn't stuck in or get involved as much as I thought or what I wanted him to do. So I'd probably give you a 6. Dorgu 6. He made a couple of chances, looked quite positive when he came on. Lenny Yoro played the full second half, and I'll give you a 7. I think you look very good in terms of just getting back to getting that confidence back after obviously a disappointing performance against Crystal Palace. Ugarte came on the 77th minute. I think Ugarte didn't do really much, and I think when you play Ugarte and Casemiro in the midfield, I think you're just going to give a goal away straight away. I just don't think Ugarte and Casemiro works as a centre mid partnership. I think if you're going to play Ugarte, then you want to play either Bruno or Kobbie Mainoo next to him. Um, you know, and if you're looking at our bench though, I think this is another thing that if United are chasing the game, let's say we have the bench who we have now, the only real attacking threat we have is probably is Mason Mount really and Sean Lacey. And obviously Lacey won't get many minutes because he's a youth player. So I think in terms of for the future for United, I think United obviously we need we still got injuries, right? Don't let's remember that. Obviously, Maguire, De Ligt, Shesko, and I think De Ligt is a huge, huge injury, and this is. I'll go on to it in a second, actually, about Mateus De Ligt. But United definitely need to strengthen in like attacking options, and like just those players who can who are happy to come off the bench and be an impact player. That's what United need at this moment in time. I think no one's going to get ahead of Cunha and Mbeumo really, or Shesko. So United just need those impact players, and I think if United can get those impact players who can come off the bench, I think we would. There's the strength in depth would be much better for United. But yeah, just to go on Mateus Cunha, not Mateus, Mateus De Ligt, sorry. Mateus De Ligt obviously was injured, as Ruben Amorim said. It was only a minor injury, which isn't too bad. So hopefully he's back for Wolves, and I think he will be. I think this is the type of game where the people who doubted Mateus Cunha or thought Mateus Cunha wasn't as influential as he is for Manchester United. I think this game you could clearly see that centre half position, Mateus Cunha, fucking hell, Mateus De Ligt the is the glue for that back three. And I think Mateus De Ligt, De Ligt plays that centre half the best out of all of them. Probably Maguire could be up there, but I just think De Ligt in that position just shows how good and the quality and how a world class centre half that he is, you know. And it was just you could clearly tell that there was something missing there. I know Yoro had a good second half, right? But Yoro isn't that middle centre half. Mateus De Ligt is that middle centre half. And I'm going into Monday's game now against Wolves. This is a must-win game, really, for United. We have to win that, and if we get a point from that, anything less than 3 points, I think you can say that's another 3 points or 2 points dropped if we don't go and win that game because we have to win that game. The bottom of the league, the Wolves don't look like doing anything this year. They look buried. They look already in the Championship now, Wolves. And United need to go and win 2-3-0 there easily. If we don't go do that, then there's got to be serious questions asked about the team and the players. I don't think it's anything to do with Ruben Amorim. I think Ruben Amorim, he looked like he said his message out there, and the players didn't respond to that. So I think this performance and this point that we've earned, well, somehow earned at home against West Ham, has got to be on the players. Same as the Everton game. Well, maybe not as much blame on the Everton game. Well, Ruben Amorim deserved to take some criticism at the Everton game, but a lot of the eyes have got to be now looking on that players and the people who were put on that team and who were sent out there to go do a job at home. And on 2 consecutive home games now, United have only scored, well, we've only scored 1 goal out of 2 games, and we've dropped 6 points really because Everton, they're down to 10 men. We should go and win that game. You're at home. West Ham at home in the relegation zone. They're there for the beating. We didn't take our chances. We didn't look like we had any sort of threat on goal. And it's just like I don't think any blame can be on Ruben Amorim. I think all the blame has to be, in particularly this performance, on the players and why they didn't go into this game today and with full intensity and not like that kind of spirit and that fight to go and win games or win today's game, which it's just frustrating to see really as a United fan, And I think now looking obviously into next week, well, on it's only how many days? Well, yeah, what a day turnaround, isn't it? Really for obviously Premier League to go back. So tomorrow we'll be doing a prediction for the upcoming the weekend's football, should I say? So I mean, obviously against Wolves, we need to win this game. Like it's a must-win game, really. Obviously, Saturday 12:30 is Arsenal versus Villa, so that can be hopefully it's a draw really in terms of United. Then you've got Bournemouth, Chelsea. You want it to be a draw. City, Sunderland. You want that to be a draw. And Leeds versus Liverpool. You want it to be a draw, really, don't you? So, and even Brighton, West Ham. You hope that to be a draw, but and Fulham versus for United, we need all draws pretty much really to help United in some kind of way. Or well, a Leeds win that would be good for obviously for Liverpool and where they are, for United. But it's just it's just really frustrating. It's another chance that United have had to go and establish themselves or go and put pressure on the teams around them to say, look, we are the real deal and we are pushing for top four. But we've not done that. I mean, we still it's still we're unbeaten still, you know. I mean, that's a positive you can take from it. I know we've had how many draws have we had in this? Like I think two or three draws maybe. I don't even know. We've had no, we're definitely not Wolves. We're Man United. How many draws have we had? One, two. We've had three draws in this period. You know, it could be much better. It needs to be much better, really. But yeah, like I said, disappointing result for United. We should have gone and won the game. Yeah, it's just really disappointing. And you know, there's nothing much now we can do about it. We just gotta hope United turn it around in the Molineux on Monday, the 8th of December, 8 o'clock kickoff. But yeah, right. I'm going to do another video tomorrow on the preview for the weekend's football, and then Saturday, and I'll do another video on terms of the Ashes as well, just a reaction on what happened in day two, and then we'll do a United preview either Saturday or Sunday, probably Saturday because I'm away at Dale Women doing that game there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Please drop a like and please subscribe to the channel. Catch you all in a bit.